Ruth, chapter 1, verse 16. But Ruth replied, "Don't urge me to leave you or to turn back from you. Where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God." Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Create Whatever for take 6 of trying to get this video uploaded. I had already done the whole video discovering when I was editing that there's this high-pitched frequency noise in the background, and it was there the last video I did, and I didn't like it, and so I've been trying to figure out what is going on. I purchased this wireless microphone, and I've been trying to use it. And yes, it's highly sensitive. So much so there's a huge back feed or frequency sound, high pitched, and it drives me nuts. So this is take 6. Welcome to the Friendship Book series. I got 2 new books from the thrift store in town. And so this one is going to go bye-bye. This is the one that I already got ready. And I apologize that you didn't get to see this part that I had recorded earlier. But I'll walk you through it, and it won't take the full hour of me doing it. I opened it up, and this had been cut. I'm assuming that somebody's name was here and they ripped it out before they donated it, which is sad because this was beautiful, beautiful flowers. But that's all right. We'll figure out what we can do with it. Then I just went through and looked at all the pictures that were in this book. Most of them are always on this side. So I try to keep the ones that are on this side if I can. And so that's what I did. I went through it and looked at all the pictures that were in the book. Beautiful. And which ones I might be okay with getting rid of. And so that's what I did. That was the first step, just to go through the whole book, make sure there is no markings in it. And what pictures am I going to keep? So out of that, I only pulled out 2 pictures that I wasn't in love with. Pretty sure it was just the 2, which left me with still a lot of pages. And before I realized it, I had ripped out these. And what I forgot to check was how these were put in. And these are stitched in. You can see the stitching. Really challenges you of what pages to keep and not to keep. Because if you rip out this side, then the other side will come loose because it's stitched in. You'll have to be mindful of that. And then I go back to the beginning. Now that I know what the pages are, I start gluing some pages together. The first few I've glued together. I have the picture. And then I start folding to make pockets. All I did, take pages out, glue pages together, and get some ready for pockets. So I glued the flaps down. This here I tore out. So wherever I tear it out, I need to make sure I cover that. And what you do is you make a pocket out of it. I haven't decided what pages I'm going to glue back into the book. I'm going to go through the scrapbook pages that I have a stack of and see what might fit. That's what I did, just making pockets, tuck spots, and keeping some very, very beautiful pages. So there's that'll there. And I try to keep it balanced, but I have the same on this side, same on that side, just to help keep the book balanced. Glued pages there. So these gotta go together. Some are top loading pockets up here. Some are side. And so that's what took me an hour to do that I did on camera. Yep, there's another one there. This is going to be something, not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. This is one of my favorite side pockets. It's like the tuxedo. And the first time I did this, I don't know if you can see all the creases, but I can't cut a straight line, and apparently I can't fold a straight line. I had to laugh at myself. And then glue those. And this I'm not going to do anything with. And because it is the Friendship Book series, and there just happened to be a picture of two best friends, I looked up friendships in the Bible, and there was a list of 10 more. There's of course more than that, but there's a list of 10. There was Jonathan and David, Elijah and Elisha, Paul and Timothy, Ruth and Naomi, Mark and Paul, John and Jesus, Moses and Aaron, Abraham and Lot, Paul, Philemon, and Onesimus, Jesus and you and me. And the one that I love the most, that's very close to my heart, is Naomi and Ruth. If you have a bestie friend that's been with you your whole life, like you met early on in school, like, you know, kindergarten, and you've been together your whole life, that is an incredible blessing. I didn't have that, moved around a lot, and it was hard to make friends, and it was hard to keep friends. It amazes me when I hear stories about they've been friends since kindergarten or diaper days. That's amazing. Her husband took her and her two sons away from Bethlehem, Judea, and they went to Moab and lived there. They were there, their two sons got married, and then tragedy struck. Not just once, not just twice, but 3 times. First, Naomi's husband died, and she was left a widow. Then her 2 sons died, and she was familyless. She was a stranger in Moab, and in that culture and that time, women were taken care of by the husband, and then if not the husband, the son would look after their mom. And she was without a husband and a son, so she had nobody to look after her, and she decided to return home to her homeland of Bethlehem. She encouraged her 2 daughter-in-laws, Orpah and Ruth, to return to their parents' home, and they both said no, and they started on the journey back to Bethlehem. And then Naomi said to both of them, please go back. I have nothing. I don't even know if my people will accept me back. I have nothing. I have nowhere to live. I don't know how I'm going to take care of myself. You're better off with your families. Orpah decided to return, and Ruth said no. And the verse in 16 about where you go, I will go. Where you stay, I will stay. Where you die, I will die, your people will be my people, your God will be my God, was the verse that I used at my wedding many, many, many moons ago. This friendship between Ruth and Naomi came out of tragedy, really. They were both widows, and Ruth did not want to leave her mother-in-law. Now, I don't know if you have a mother-in-law. I have a wonderful mother-in-law. Some people do not have wonderful mother-in-laws. Imagine, you know, leaving your people, your family, everything that you know behind, and going with your mother-in-law to a strange country, strange land, and she doesn't even know how she's going to look after herself, never mind you. But they forged a friendship. Both of them were different ages, from different places, and yet during this long journey back to Bethlehem, which I think would have been dangerous because they were women back in that time. It couldn't have been an easy trip back home, and then not knowing if your own people and family would accept you back. She didn't know what was going to be in store. Through Ruth's friendship to Naomi, they were blessed. God blessed them, and if you read further into Ruth, you will find out how tragedy was turned into triumph, and amazing, amazing stories. Friendship book, The Best of Friends. I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna dive in to my Bible and discover some friendships in the Bible and share that with you as we continue on in the friendship book series. Apologize that you didn't get to see the ripping out, the folding, the gluing that I did earlier, but hopefully there will not be any high-pitched frequency sound back in this video, or I'm just gonna have to give up today, call it a day, and try again tomorrow to get this done. So leave in your comments about your best friend. Tell me what you look for in a friend, and share your stories of your friendships. I think that would be a great encouragement to others. And if you have any idea how I can get that high-pitched frequency sound to stop, I'd appreciate it. But I'm thinking, because I've tried it in different locations, away from me, close to me, up above me, below me, and it's the same. And I'm going to say that it's just a cheap model, flimsy plastic, and I'm gonna have to invest in something much, much better. So yeah, do not recommend this one at all, unless I'm missing something. Spend some time with your friends today. Bye.